Hi, I'm David Ake with AP Photos. For over 8 months now, our photographers have been traveling with the candidates, jumping in and out of their campaign planes, sliding across van seats, running in and out of auditoriums. And that 8 months of hard work has really started to pay off. As the excitement in the crowd builds, access is harder and harder to get, but their legwork has really paid off. Let's see how they've done.
Let's kick off this week's slideshow with Tuesday night's debate. There's an old photojournalism adage that I've used before that when covering a war, you need an overall of the battlefield and a headshot of the winning general. But in this case, by most accounts, there wasn't a clear winner, so Charlie Darapak had to improvise and made this frame of the both of them. Charlie shot the overall also. McCain's poll numbers took a dip this week. While that's an easier story to write, it's tough to shoot. Gerald Herbert used storm clouds over the candidate as a visual metaphor in this frame, and Charlie Darapak was a little more straightforward, but still took advantage of the weather in this frame of a somber-looking McCain riding in the back of his rain-sprinkled SUV. On the trail with supporters, McCain had a different look altogether. Gerald Herbert got in front of the candidate and made this picture of a double reach as he worked the rope line. You can only shoot from this position if security surrounding the candidate is comfortable with you. For this image, Gerald had to dive into the crowd. It has all the elements: a big thumbs up as a supporter reaches for the candidate, and the glaring stage and television lights adding to the drama. I pulled this frame by Darren Cummings of Obama working a rope line because I liked the look on the candidate's face as he looked over the shoulder at a supporter. It's just a nice moment. Campaigns work hard at crafting these crowd shots. Instead of keeping the crowd all on the same level, they find a way to stack them up along the sides and in the background. Sometimes they use a hill and sometimes bleachers. Of course, it only works if the photographer can find an elevated position to shoot from, as Alex Brandon did here. The downside is the candidate can easily get lost in the frame. As much as the campaigns would like it, not everything can be crowd shots, cheering supporters, and handshakes. To break things up, you need tight shots also. Alex Brandon went super tight for this frame of Obama driving home a point. Here's another tight shot that works well. Craig Litton made this one of VP candidate Joe Biden, leaning in to have his picture made with 3 young supporters. Another way to approach the crowd shot is to use a medium telephoto with a shallow depth of field, as Chris Carlson did here covering Sarah Palin. This isolates the candidate while blurring out the background. You get the feel for the scope without having to show the whole crowd. On the Washington Photo Desk, I'm David Ake, Associated Press.